Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa. So as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I have some exciting news, and that's that I got a job. You guys, I cannot believe I have a job. Like, it's so crazy. So I'm gonna insert a video from my very first in-person interview where they offered me the job, and you can see I'm like crying and just so emotional. So I'm gonna insert that right now and then we'll get to talking. Guys, I went to my first in-person interview. I've had nothing but I have to pull over really fast because I can't. Okay, so I have been doing interviews for the past 2 weeks and everything has been online, everything has been Zoom. Today I went to my first in-person interview, and when I tell you my anxiety was through the roof, I couldn't sleep. I had a hard time eating. Falling asleep was hard. Like, initially falling asleep was hard. Staying asleep was hard. I woke up, the first thing I thought about was, how am I gonna do this? Like, I doubted myself so much. I want to cry so bad because, oh, being a stay-at-home mom for 10 years and having everybody tell me, or having a lot of people tell me, finding a job is gonna be so hard for you. Finding a job is like gonna be damn near impossible because you're waiting so long. It really got to me, and I really started thinking, that's true. I'm not gonna find a job. No one's gonna want to hire a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 years. Like, what do you have to bring to the work field when you've just been at home with your kids, taking care of the house? You know, like, that's how I saw it. But leaving this interview right now, the lady was like, I thought I was done. Like, I just thought I was done. I was gonna go home, and she's like, oh no, you can wait in the waiting room. And then I come out and I have a job. Like, it feels so unreal. I immediately called my boyfriend and I left, and I was like, I got the job. Like, this just feels insane right now. Like, and it's a big girl job, so I think that's why I'm more like, oh my god, I could do this. Like, it's definitely a confidence booster, I would say, because I really felt like I just have nothing to give to any job, but clearly I do. Oh, I feel so blessed right now. I can't wait to tell my mom. Okay, that's it for now. I have to drive home. So when I left that interview, that was my first in-person interview. I was so nervous. I remember that night I couldn't sleep. Like, I tried to fall asleep early. I took my melatonin, I took my sleepy time tea, and I'm like, I'm gonna knock out early so I can wake up early and just be like, feel my best, you know? That didn't happen. I did take my melatonin, I did take my sleepy time tea, but that just didn't happen. I stayed up all night and I was overthinking, like, what, like, why would they hire me? They're not gonna hire me. And it's so crazy because I went in and it was like a legit interview. Like, it's so crazy. I go in and it's like this super long conference table where there's like people sitting around it, and then at the very end is where they had me sit, and it's like this super big room with like this blackboard and a TV, or like a projector thing behind me. Like, it just looks so legit, and I was like, whoa, like, this is not what I was expecting, you know? We do the interview, everything's great. Yeah, she comes back and she's like, so we want to let you know we really loved you and we would love to hire you for this position. It is a little bit of a process, and I know you have other interviews going on, so please keep us in mind, blah blah blah. You guys, my heart in that moment when she said that to me, my heart literally dropped. I was like, you want to hire me on the spot? Like, you're offering me the job on the spot? Like, I just was not expecting that. So when I remember leaving, I had a binder in my hand, because I had a binder. They had me print out some paper for like references prior to the interview, so I took that with me, and I had the binder in my hand as I was leaving, and I remember holding it, and then as I was like walking away, I started hugging myself because I was like, oh my god, girl, you did it. Like, you did it. Like, I've dreamed about this moment for so long, but I really had it in my head, like, no one's gonna hire me. Like, you guys, literally, I had people telling me before this whole process started, like, the day you go try to find a job, you're not gonna get one because you've waited so long to work. Like, if that doesn't mess with your head, at least it messed with my head. Like, it really made me feel like I'm not, like, no one, like, I'm not good enough to work, you know, even though I know I have the ability. I know I'm a hard worker. I know I learn really fast. I think I know for a long time, I like even questioned myself, like, what do you have to bring to any table? Like, it even stopped me. Stop it, Bear. He's licking my hand. That's gross. It even stopped me from like going to hang out with friends, because I'd be like, in my head, I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, you don't want to hear about my kid or my mommy struggles all day when you're literally going to work, feeling tired, coming home and still being a mom. You know, like, that's how I saw it. And it's cool because, like, I know my best friend never felt that way, so like, it's easy to hang out with her. It's easy to like talk to her, vent to her, tell her things that I'm going through without feeling like she tries to minimize it or tries to like be like, girl, get over it, kind of thing, you know. So like, I love that I have her in my life, but it definitely stopped me from hanging out with a lot of people throughout the years. So I also hope that this job is gonna like bring me confidence that I did not have before, because if you know anything about my journey through being a stay-at-home mom, I have struggled with it so much. Like, although it was something that my boyfriend and I came up with together, it was never something that like was my first choice, or something that was like, oh yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm doing it, you know, like full confidence. No, I always felt like I'm not bringing too much to my family, or I'm not being that helpful to my family, you know. I know it's like my own thing, because like my boyfriend doesn't ever complain about it and doesn't ever say like, what the hell are you doing, or anything like that, you know. So like, I know it's literally my own thing, but yeah, I can't wait. So funny too, like, as I was going through this process, and I've like been uploading a little bit here and there on Instagram. This one girl who I met through Instagram, she's super cool. She was like asking me questions like just what am I doing, where am I applying, what kind of work is it, blah blah. And then I just told her I'm super nervous, like, why would they hire me and I haven't worked in so long? And she sent me the cutest message, a voice message. She was like, girl, it doesn't matter, like, you go in there and you sell yourself, like, you make yourself look like you're just basically. And I was like, ah, that's really what it boils down to, because that's what my mom would tell me too. Like, going through these interviews, I would tell my mom the same thing, like, they're not gonna hire me, like, they're gonna see I haven't worked since like 2012, like, there's no way they're gonna hire me. And my mom would tell me the same thing, like, girl, go in there, sell yourself, like, you can do it. So then when it happened, I cried my entire way home, like. And it's so crazy because before the interview, I remember I don't know why I did it. Like, I turned around to look at my car, like, as I'm walking to the building. I turned around to look at my car, and the very first thing I saw was my grandpa's face. Like, that was the only thing I saw. And I have his, it's like an ornament. I have him hanging there in the, I don't know what you call it, the mirror that's on the top where you could like see behind you. I have it hanging there. So when I turned around to look at my car, he's like all I saw looking back at me. So I was like, that give me good luck, please, I'm so nervous. Like, on my way home, I'm crying my eyes out, like, you did it. And I just kept rubbing my tata's face, because, you know, my ornament. So I keep rubbing his face, and I'm like, Tata, I want to tell you I did it. Like, oh, I wish you were here, so I could just like run to you and tell you, like, I did it, I got a job. I know that's something he's like always wanted from me, is like to go to school, get a good job, take care of my daughter. So it's like, I graduated, I couldn't tell you. I got my job, couldn't tell you. But it's cool. I know he's here. I know he's here in spirit. I know he's watching over me. So, and one of the best things I would say about this job is it's gonna help fund another journey that I'm gonna be going on. I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but I just know, like, this job is gonna help me in so many areas, and that's definitely gonna be one of them. The other really cool thing about this job is I'm actually gonna be neighbors to my mom. So I'm actually neighbors to my mom, like, right now in real life. Like, it's my house, my grandma's house, and then my mom's house. So like, we're literally neighbors at home, but now we're gonna be neighbors at work. I think that's so cool. I love my mom, so like, being around her is never a problem. I love to be around her. So she'll be downstairs and then I'll be upstairs. So like, during our lunch hour, we can have lunch together. We can even drive to work together, which I think is super cute. I am really excited. I'm also really nervous I'm also really nervous because I just know it's gonna be a big shift for my whole family. Like for me, for my daughter, for my boyfriend, literally everyone in my family knows, like, if you need something, you call Vanessa because she's always at home. So it's gonna be nerve-wracking for that reason. Even like my dad will stop by hella random. Like my dad isn't the type to be like, hey, let's go have lunch, or hey, let's meet up for dinner or something, you know. He just stops by. That's his way of saying hi, and it's always super random. So like, and I enjoy those moments, but I love those moments because he comes over, we eat, we have a beer, we just talk, you know. He sometimes like shows me how to do different things that like I didn't know how to do. In terms of cooking, I don't know why, like I've learned a lot of skills from my dad in cooking and not from my mom. Anyways, but so yeah, like I'm gonna miss those moments. I know he's gonna still stop by even after he knows I have a job, because him and my boyfriend get along really well. So I know I'm still gonna like see him if I'm like coming home from work or leaving to work. He's gonna be coming for coffee or something. Like I know I'll still see that and have that, but it's just gonna be different because I won't get to like actually hang out with him, you know. And then my daughter, she's just gonna have a hard time. I think she's gonna have a hard time adjusting, because I mean literally her whole life it's just been me at home. Not just been me at home, but like if she wants something, needs something, she knows like, okay, mommy's gonna do it. Or like if she has like activities going on, mommy's taking me. I just ate, so excuse me. But yeah, so like I know it's gonna be an adjustment for those reasons, but it's nothing we can't handle, you know. I can't wait to start. It is a process. It kind of sucks because the lady who hired me said that her last hire got hired in October and didn't start until, what did she say, January? So that's like 2-3 months. October, November, December, January. That's like 2-3 months. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks. Like I thought I'd be hired and like, all right, bam, going to work next week, you know. But it's okay, it's okay. I'm taking the time to like really soak in the last few days or few weeks just being at home all the time and being able to walk my daughter to and from school, being able to like make dinner every night and like just little things like that. I'm trying to like fully take it in now. I kid you not, I don't think it's fully set in either, because like we went to my cousin's soccer game, and I'm not one to like talk about myself in any kind of positive way. So when we went to my cousin's soccer game, my uncle took my daughter with him to pick up his son, to bring back to the soccer game, because they're like the same age and they get along super good. So he took my daughter to pick him up, and the first thing my daughter says to him in the car is, "Mommy got a job." Which I think is so cute, because it just goes to show like she's excited for me, you know, and she's thinking about it. And then my mom was the same way. She we were sitting with my aunt in the bleachers, and my mom turns around and she's like, "So Miss Thing has a job." And I was like, like that's so weird. And it's just cool. Like it's cool to hear people excited and like wanting to pump me up, because like I said, I'm not one to like talk about myself in any kind of way. Like you literally have to ask me questions and like really get it out of me. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'll definitely update you guys so you guys know like how we're all adjusting, because it's gonna be an adjustment period for sure. Like being at home 9+ years, come on, we're all gonna have to adjust. I feel like even my dog's gonna adjust. Or maybe that's just me being retarded, I don't know, but it's gonna be an adjustment period for sure. So I'm excited, I can't wait, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, talk to you guys later.